Hello everybody and welcome to a new video here on MedSolut TV. Starting a new series, we are going to talk about e-mobility. Especially the electrical car is what we are focusing on today. Nearly all of us need to change for electrical cars in the future. And because it's such an extensive topic, we're going to talk about the most important informations for today. First things first, let's have a look on how electrical cars work in general. The electric cars making use of a rechargeable battery. And this is where the electrical energy is saved. But because this battery is giving us direct current and we need alternating current, this electric energy needs to be transformed. The electric car is doing this by an inverter. The more effective the transformation from DC to AC is, the longer the car will be able to drive without being recharged again. The electrical car is transforming electrical into magnetic energy to create a magnetic field. And through its push and pull, it comes to a rotation and our electrical car is driving. So now that we know the technical aspects and how we could drive it, let's have a look on why we should drive it. To answer this question, I decided to ask an expert. So we spoke to Jörg Welke from the Agency for E-Mobility in Berlin, and this is what he was saying.
Certainly the climate aspect of sustainable mobility and combustion engines are dead end, and the only path into sustainable and emission-free mobility is, as we understand it, the electric mobility. That's the main reason why this topic is gaining more and more interest, and perhaps the goals of the government to reduce emissions, for sure. They are subsidizing electric mobility. They're looking into the future to ban combustion engines. Additional topics such as local emission-free cities, urban centers, and maybe also a raising interest of the customers to drive emission-free cars.
So if you're interested in more information or you want to read the whole interview, just go to medsolut.com and check out our blog. There we have the whole interview for you or more information following in the next episodes of this series. But make sure to finish this video before checking out the article, because now it's pros and cons time. So, finally it's time. Let's check some advantages of e-mobility on the one hand and some disadvantages on the other. Spoiler alert at this part of the video. Because it's such an extensive topic, I'm not able to talk about all of them. But maybe it's interesting for another episode of this series. So make sure to subscribe us and not to miss it. Okay, back to topic and the heaviest advantages and disadvantages. We already spoke about sustainability. That's a big pro on the one hand, but on the other hand, we have to see that the production of the batteries releases more carbon dioxide than the production of any normal car does. And as well, for making the e-car completely sustainable, 100% of the used energy for its production and use needs to come from green electricity. What is a process from this day forward, but a big contra, of course. But especially the battery could be, in theory, recycled to re-win 95% of the used nickel, cobalt and copper to reuse it. What right now not really is economically efficient, but as a stational saver, the battery still could be useful and kind of recycled although. Well, let's keep this behind for a second. There is another important point to focus on: the money. There is a big pro for the electrical cars, because in theory they are less expensive in parts like preventive service and reparation than non-electrical ones. The electrical engine consists of 250 pieces, while the normal engine consists of 2,500. As well, there is no oil or filter change that needs to be done for electrical cars, and as well, they don't have any exhaust system or fan belt to be concerned about. As you can see, these were just some points, and there's always a con for every pro to mention, and this is why we want to draw conclusion and have a short resume now at the end of the video. E-mobility, of course, is the way to go with in the future, especially talking about facts like sustainability. But as well, this is the point where the most research and development needs to be done. A new way of driving with the goal to protect the environment should not be that unsustainable. Some steps in research have already been done and some more need to follow them. That as well will be one of our topics for the following episodes of this series. About this process, about its actual state and way more we are going to talk about in the future episodes of this series. But if you have any ideas, opinions or just questions, let us know in the comments below. And make sure not to miss our next video. Therefore, you're able to subscribe us for free below and hit the bell. And until then, I have to say goodbye and have a nice day.